Greetings. I'm sitting with Hugh Darly. Hugh Darly is creating that phenomenal project in Falmouth, Jamaica. And you know, Falmouth is sister city to Lauderhill. How you doing, man?
Very good, thank you.
Everybody in Lauderhill is excited about the project, and how is it coming?
It's coming along very well. Actually, we're a little ahead of schedule on some aspects of the project. You know, we were creating 11 new acres in the redevelopment of the port, and that's underway very well. We should start building construction of the vertical construction or the building sometime in April.
Tell me what's the any kind of problems you're running through now with the local community in regards to the atmosphere, the vibes?
Well, I think it's all about communication and making sure that the locals understand what we are doing as a development, and we're stressing very much that we're like a new neighborhood.
Yes.
We're not just a developer, we're really part of the community because the wharf itself is an extension of the historic district. So all of our buildings will be featured and be very much Georgian in style. So it's a reflection of what the past of Falmouth was. So our job is to make sure the community understands this is their development. This isn't just a private development, but it's part of their city.
So when a guest come to Falmouth, or take up the oasis of the sea come to Falmouth, they'll feel like they're.
Well, they've got a beautiful view of the city. You know, the ship's 19 stories. So when you come into the harbor, the city actually lays out in front of you. And as the ship berths, you're actually looking into the heart of the city, into the courthouse, into Water Square. So the guests on board will have a wonderful view of the Georgian city of Falmouth. And we think that's very inviting. You know, unlike so many commercial ports where it's just a dock and some warehouses, this will really be the city. They'll be docking in the heart of the city of Falmouth.
Lauderhill, being sister city to Falmouth, and Lauderhill is in Florida. How do you see the Lauderhill community participating or getting involved, or benefiting from the being sister city to Falmouth?
Well, you know, it's always great to have cultural heritage tied together with storyline. And one of the things I think that Lauderhill can really gain from that is the fact that they now have a destination that's associated with the history of the Caribbean. And the story between the development of Florida in the South and the development of the history in the Caribbean days of Jamaica are very closely tied together. In our research there, we've even found that a lot of the families from Jamaica were either in Jamaica or in South Carolina, Georgia, or Florida during the development of the colonial times. So the connectivity is very great, and the opportunity to have guests from Florida visit back and forth, and certainly people from Jamaica to visit Florida, great connection.
What about the commercial side of it now? You know, Lauderhill Chamber of Commerce, they have a wide membership. Do you see them doing business in Falmouth?
Well, very much so. I think the whole experience of us coming to Falmouth is because of its history and its culture. If we can find business opportunities to not only educate American travelers in the tourist industry, but Jamaica needs those resources. You know, Jamaica is still developing their economic standing, and it would be a great opportunity for businessmen to go and invest in and co-op businesses within the Falmouth and the greater Trelawney parish.
Yes, and because there's a lot of the Jamaican base in the South Florida, especially Lauderhill.
Exactly.
Is big, and they're looking for opportunities in Jamaica.
They are.
And being sister city, they can have a business in Falmouth and a business in Lauderhill.
That's correct. And we are working right now with the Friends of Trelawney out of New York. And making sure that people who have left Jamaica and are currently living in the States and in Canada have an opportunity to understand what investment opportunities there are, because really you've got the desire for local people to invest in businesses. They may not have the capital. So it's a perfect time for businesses here in the States to also meet with potential business partners in Jamaica and create that new business
such as this Chamber of Commerce.
Exactly.
The Chamber of Commerce at Lauderhill. How about shore excursions?
Well, the shore excursions, because they're very limited there currently, you know, within the Martha Brae, there have always been great opportunities, and also the development of the great houses. But we're having to create really 36 different tours to offer on the ships. So those new developments are being created now, many of them with storylines tied to the history and the culture of Falmouth. And as we develop those, we're going to go to existing operators and create new opportunities. So there are plenty of opportunities for locals, those in Trelawney, to actually create new attractions, as attractions you've worked on, to be able to introduce culture and heritage to the guests that may not be traditionally seen as a water sport or climbing Dunn's River Falls. but something unique to the history and culture of Jamaica.
And as you know, one of Bob Marley's son, Kimani Marley's birthplace is Falmouth.
Right.
And we're developing the Bob Marley School for the Arts, which is going to be an attraction, hoping that we can get all your passengers
Exactly.
on Oasis
Exactly.
of the Sea to come
Yep.
to the Bob Marley.
Well, that's an important part. That's an
Yeah.
important part of the culture, and certainly the music of Jamaica resonates through the
Yes.
Marley family.
Yes, yes. We're also creating the Reggae Walk of Fame, and to give some of the reggae culture to the guests coming into Jamaica.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Man, hey, thank you very much for
You're
being
quite
in
welcome.
Jamaica.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you for being in Jamaica and enhancing the beauty of Falmouth.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much, man. All right, here we go. One love. You're watching Bob Arts Television right here. Bless.